Thank you very much. Other story today, military and the congressional sources are telling Fox that Hezbollah operatives are now working with a Mexican drug cartel. Our Adam Housley is live from our Los Angeles bureau with more on that. Adam?
We're right on our border. Yeah,
Hezbollah's, they've been in Latin America for some time. In fact, it's been well documented that Hezbollah has been working in the tri-border region in South America, which is down near Brazil and Argentina. It's been documented by us that they've been in Venezuela for a number of years. The connections, of course, are very obvious with Venezuela and Iran, which is the main supporter of Hezbollah. But the worry has been for some time amongst U.S. officials that Hezbollah would spread from the influence in South America up through Central America and right on our border. Now, we know of a couple of things. First of all, a Hezbollah operative was arrested back in 2003 in Detroit and came through Mexico. We do know the Mexican authorities have told us that last fall they busted a Hezbollah recruitment cell outside of Tijuana. Both disturbing facts, but when you talk to people within the government of the U.S., they'll tell you it's not surprising at all that Hezbollah is working with the drug cartels. They're basically rubbing shoulders. We had a chance to talk with Mike Braun, a former head of the DEA, Chief of Operations, and he says this threat is very, very serious, and he's very concerned about it. Take a listen.
Has not recognized that connection between those Mexican cartels and their operatives in the United States, and what that has to potentially offer Hezbollah, then they're simply missing the boat.
Yeah, and DHS, Department of Homeland Security, has told us that between 2007 and the middle of last year, about 180,000 people were captured that are called other than Mexicans, people that were not from Latin America, basically, trying to cross in. Those are the ones that were caught. Meantime, we've been told today that less than 40% of our border is secure. On top of that, we know over the weekend that the Mexican government has moved a significant number of troops to the north along the border. Now, we're being told by some people in Mexico that could be in response to this increased threat, because Mexico knows if they don't respond to it, it just gives them another problem to deal with. Already, of course, they have the major cartel situation. Now, a number of people in Congress are saying that this administration, the Obama administration, really isn't doing enough to address what's going on, address the threat with Hezbollah. In fact, the Homeland Security chief said last week that she was concerned that down the road Al-Qaeda would work with the cartels. But people in Congress say it's already Hezbollah, and the Obama administration needs to do more. Take a listen.
I think the question that we all have to ask is, when the terrorists come into Latin America, when they move into Mexico, how many have come into the United States? We don't know. Our government doesn't know the answer to that question. That should make all of us very fearful.
Now, it's all about following the money. It's very simple. Hezbollah, of course, has been supported by Iran for years, but everyone is telling us that they now get a significant amount of more money, tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars from the global cocaine trade that they are moving from Latin America through Africa into Europe, as well as up through Mexico. And that money is feeding Hezbollah's operatives around the globe, especially in the Middle East. Lauren?
Adam, one of the things we're talking about, because of Hezbollah, they're trying to infiltrate the U.S. I mean, is that a major concern for the U.S. government, for the Obama administration, or is it primarily, the drug cartel issue?
Well, I think that they will tell you that's a major concern. I mean, I don't think that anybody can argue that last administration or this administration wasn't concerned about the border. The question is how they're going about it. Some of the people we talk to, again, within the federal government, both military and Department of Homeland Security, will tell you their concerns, and the signs are all there. Not only do you have the operative that was busted, not only do you, in 03, not only do you have the cell that was busted by the Mexicans, at least they claim last fall, but now you have these very intricate tunnels being dug. They say that's coming from help from outside, because the tunnels that go into, for example, the Gaza Strip are very intricate. They're seeing the same types of tunnels now show up in Mexico. They're seeing more sophisticated car bombs showing up as the cartels have their own war, for example, south of the border with each other. So what they're saying is, not only do you have these signs of the actual recruitment cells and the guy that was busted back in 2003 here on our soil, but you're now seeing other things that are really showing in their mind that Hezbollah is here and they're rubbing shoulders with the cartels.
Very, very interesting. All right, thank you very much, Adam Housley from our Los Angeles bureau, watching the borders with Mexico. Thank you so much. And we're going to